Big Snoop Dogg got a man. Your daddy. World, this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. Can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is...
Well, Coach, we've had a driving rainstorm make its way through the plains, and it definitely is going to be a factor here this afternoon at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Trubisky to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
He's not going to get me. 18. 15.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating 1st downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
At their own 25-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now here's Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Well, you're already down on the scoreboard, and now, Charles, you go out there, very first play, throw the interception. At defense, they're going to have to bow up.
Yeah, and let's see how they handle this, because we always talk about reverting back to what you practice. Well, you practice these situations. It's called sudden change. You don't expect to be out there this fast, but you are. Do you go out there with poise, or do you go out there with panic? Panic will get you started.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. In for the score. And the Broncos push further out in front.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Mahomes now to throw. And this is incomplete. They were trying to get it into Kelsey that time, and it's 3rd and 5.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Get up! 180! Pick up the ball. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Blue.
Here's a give to Lindsey running right. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And, he coughed it up, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. And hopefully for both sides, not a sign of things to come, Charles. This morning, it was so perfect outside, but we knew this weather was coming, and we see the effects of it here early on.
And I wonder if how perfect it was this morning has psychologically fooled everyone. You know, it's almost like even though we were told the weather was coming, and you know the teams knew it as well, then maybe they got fooled and thought, it's going to be okay. And now they're probably a little upset that it's out there.
Because warm-ups were dry.
Oh, well, dry, and now you've got to make the change up, and it's the first quarter. Might take them a little time to settle in on their focus and concentration.
Check, 59. Here we go. Yellow.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. He'll try and run it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch your team. Ship. Mike 5.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. A give, running right, Lindsey. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Hey, Haywood. 94 is the mark. 94 is the mark. I'm not ready.
Throwing here, Trubisky. He's got his tight end Fant. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. On first down, Lindsey. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. They go play action with Trubisky. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll lead here to a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. He's got a man, it's Sutton, that's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 21. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
All day, baby, let's go. Let's go.
With the score, Broncos 10, Chiefs 3.
Move.
They'll run on first down. It's Barry. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Hey, 18.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Trubisky. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tyus Bowser in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17, and he will bring it back to the 4-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you...
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Phillip Lindsay, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Solid job up front. Way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a...
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Tyus Bowser, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Throwing now is Mahomes. His throw incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing right, and that's complete. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Yellow, yellow. Nice 7, let's go.
Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From the 36, Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
59 mark. Check, 59. Exit. Put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. It's complete to Drake. That one good for 12 yards and a Kansas City first.
Let's go.
Mahomes now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Duke Dawson picks it. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Trubisky. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. That one a first down pickup of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now on 2nd and 13, Trubisky. Flush to his right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And he's got his man on the out route. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Mahomes going to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. so that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And Butker able to put this one through. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to fence. Mine's 59. I'm coming.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
There's several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. And they'll get him down right around the 16. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Run! 180! You run! Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Ran, son!
From the shotgun is Trubisky. He's got his big tight end, Fant. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Complete to
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Darren Lee leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Now Trubisky. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This defense hasn't let them in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. McManus now for the extra point. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more.
makes the score Broncos 37.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2.
Tremont Smith on the return. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Easy.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
2nd and 5 at their 49-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Motion. Check your hot read. Check 31.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And my goodness, another interception. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided.
And this is caught. A huge play there for Denver. 54 yards. A one-handed catch, that's one thing, but with a defender right there, that was a heck of a play.
It used to be that one-handed catch was instinctive in a game. Now it's a practiced move. They work on it before, after, during practice sessions. It becomes part of their repertoire.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Phillip Lindsay with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point from McManus is good, and the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play there for KC, 43 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get them much, maybe a yard, and that's all. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Watch the safety creep. Hey, 15. Hey, Sunday.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll go as a gain of 10 on a Kansas City 1st down.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. On 1st down, Mahomes. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Eli Apple. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Trubisky. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Mike 5'9".
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mahomes firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
52. Here we go.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Justin Simmons. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah, Ty Detmer.
He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now Trubisky to throw. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Okay, it's time for me to break out my thesaurus for that one. And I don't have anything. That was amazing. One-handed in this weather. I mean, you know the ball's got to be slick. But to be able to catch it and come down with it, what do they call that? The process of the catch? He completed it all the way through. Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 38. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
On first down, it's Lindsey. A gain of 3, second down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Lindsey. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Now a play fake here on first down. This is the tight end Fant. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down. Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. And the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead. But I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense can crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? Alert, alert. Alert. Give me some. Blue. Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch twist. Twist. Lock in. Switch.
Now it's Trubisky. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and a yard.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now they try the right side here. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. The 40, 30, past the 20. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Hey, zoom!
Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Barry. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. We're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football. Give them 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down. On 1st down, Trubisky. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down. Somebody missed an assignment. He was waving his arm saying, hey, I'm wide open. They found it.
You think? You think? I mean, he was so wide open. Did you see he was just windmilling like he was Don Quixote or somebody out there? And then they found him for a really nice gain.
Big loss here as he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack on 1st down, Trubisky, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.